This is Shishi, the sixth reading of our weekly Torah portion of Miketz, or Miketz. It's in Genesis chapter 43, verse 16 through 29, 14 verses. Vayar Yosef itam et Binyamin, vayomer la'asher al beito have et anashim abaita tvoach tevach ve'achen ki iti yochelu anashim b'tzaharaim. When Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the overseer of his house, "Bring the men into the house and give orders to slaughter an animal and to prepare, for all the men will eat with me at lunch." Vayas ha'ish ka'asher amar Yosef, v'yaveh ha'ish et anashim beita Yosef. And the man did as Joseph had said, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house. Vayiru anashim ki huv'u beit Yosef ve'amru al devar hakesef hashav ve'am techotenu batechila anachnu va'im להתגולל עלינו ולהתנפל עלינו ולקחת אותנו לעבדים ואת חמורנו. Now the men were frightened because they had been brought into Joseph's house, and they said, on account of the money that came back in our sacks at first, we are brought to roll upon us and to fall upon us and to take us as slaves and our donkeys as well. ויגשו אל האיש אשר על בית יוסף וידברו אליו פתח הבית. So they drew near the man who was over Joseph's house, and they spoke to him at the entrance of the house. ויאמרו בי אדוני ירוד ירדנו בתחילה לשבור אוכל. And they said, "Please, my Lord, we came down at first to purchase food. Vayihi kibanu el hamalon v'niftecha et amtachotenu v'nei kesef ish v'fi amtachto kaspenu b'mishkalo v'nashav oto b'yadenu." And it came to pass, when we came to the lodging place, that we opened our sacks, and behold, each man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we returned it in our hands. Chesef acher horadnu b'yadenu lishbor ochel lo yadanu mi sam kaspenu be'amtachotenu. And we brought down other money in our hands to purchase food. We do not know who put our money into our sacks. Vayomer shalom lachem al tiru Elohechem ve'Elohei avichem natan lachem matmon ve'am techotechem kaspechem ba elai ve'yotze alehem et Shimon. And he said, "Peace to you, fear not. Your God and the God of your father gave you a treasure in your sacks. Your money came to me." And he brought Shimon out to them. ויבא האיש את האנשים בית יוסף, ויתן מים וירחצו רגליהם, ויתן מספוא לחמוריהם. And the man brought the men into Joseph's house, and he gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave fodder to their donkeys. ויכינו את המנחה עד בוא יוסף בצהריים, כי שמענו כי שם יאכלו לחם. And they prepared the gift until Joseph would come at lunchtime, for they heard that they would eat bread. ויבוא יוסף הביתה, ויביאו לו את המנחה אשר בידם הביתה, וישתחוו לו ארצה. And Joseph came home, and they brought him the gift that was in their hands into the house, and they prostrated themselves to him to the ground. Vayishal lahem l'shalom, vayomer hashalom avichem, azaken asher amartem ha'odenu chai. He inquired after their welfare, and he said to them, "Is your elderly father, whom you mentioned, well? Is he still alive?" Vayamru shalom le'avdecha le'avinu odenu chai vayikdu vayishtachavu. And they said, "Your servant, our father, is well. He is still alive." And they bowed and prostrated themselves. Vayisa inav vayar et Binyamin achiv ben imo vayomer hazeh achichem hakaton asher amartem elai vayomer Elohim yichoncha bani. And he lifted his eyes and he saw Benjamin, his brother, the son of his mother, and he said, "Is this your little brother, whom you told me about?" And he said, "May God favor you, my son."